Okay, now.
Like a man.
I'll show you my monthly calendar. Be a little bit of what into.
All right, good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. You kind of want to let everyone know, we know that there is obviously some bad weather and sirens going off, and we've been in communication with with Chief Parrish, and it sounds like the tornado stuff is north of us. So if something changes, he will ring Kelly's bat phone over there, and we will take emergency measures in the basement. But for now, it sounds like we are all good and safe to continue with our meeting. Start with reading our mission statement. New Philadelphia City Schools will provide all students the opportunity to achieve their highest potential to become educated, self-sufficient, and responsible citizens. We are committed to providing every student a diverse, quality education within a safe and secure environment through a dedicated, innovative, and highly qualified staff in partnership with parents and the community at large. At this time, we'll stand to say the Pledge of Allegiance, and we'll have all of our York kiddos lead us, if you would. Mr. Maurer, go ahead.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I don't know. 9 years.
All right, Ms. Irwin, call the roll.
Mr. McMath,
Here.
Mr. Galantine. Oops, sorry. Mr. Ricklick,
Present.
Mrs. Schrock. Here. Ms. Fontana.
Present.
We have a quorum.
Do I have a recommendation to approve the agenda of the regular Board of Education meeting?
So moved.
Second.
Second, Mr. Ricklick. Changes?
Yes,
Additions?
I have an addendum to the agenda. It's just going to be part of my report. It'll be continued for my report.
We'll do that after her report, everyone. So we'll have a report and then we'll have a second one. So you guys know.
Do you want a motion to amend the,
Yep. Have a
make a
motion.
motion to amend the agenda with the added, amended from the treasurer?
Second.
Anything else? Call the roll.
Mr. Ricklick,
Yes.
Ms. Schrock,
Yes.
Mr. McMath,
Yes.
Mr. Habit. Ms. Fontana,
Yes.
motion carries.
Do I have a motion to approve the minutes of the regular meeting dated March 11th, 2024, and the special meeting dated March 20th, 2024, and the work session dated March 27th, 2024?
So move.
Have a second? I'll second. Any changes or anything? All right, call the roll.
Mrs. Schrock,
Yes.
Mr. McMath,
Yes.
Mr. Ricklick,
Yes.
Ms. Fontana,
Yes.
motion carries.
All right. One of the fun, probably the funnest part of our meeting every month is building spotlights. We enjoy having our building teachers, administrators, and most of all our students come in and share with us some of the fun things that are going on in their buildings. This particular month is Mr. Maurer and York Elementary.
Right. Well, thank you for having us tonight. We're super excited to always show off the school and the great things that the kids and the staff are doing at York Elementary. So our main focus this year was about our students and their overall success. One big focus that we did this year was our monthly student celebrations at York. And we all know that students are always working hard, doing the right thing, but to be recognized and to acknowledge them is another thing. So something brand new that I started this year, I actually learned it from a principal's conference I was at last year, was it was a kind of a beef up of a student of the month. And really that's what I tried to do this year. So each month, the teachers and the staff selected 11 students in specific categories of the school that we want to pour their focus on. And they're awarded certificates for being students of the month. So we really look for students who are being outstanding in their leadership, their efforts at school, their overall success, and a big one's behavior. And we have award categories that we have within each of those awards. So students are placed onto our York Elementary Wall of Fame when they are nominated and selected by the staff at York School, and they receive a certificate. And probably the biggest thing is they get to have a pizza party with me in my office, and we get to talk about their awesome work and just to encourage them to keep doing the right thing and keep being good Quakers. So I have invited 11 of our students here, and they represent what the awards are each month. And I'm going to ask them to come up to the front now, and they're going to share a little bit about what they love about York, and they're going to talk a little bit about their award category that they won. So all my York students, come up with me to the front. And then we're going to go through a little slideshow. You're going to get to see their picture, and then they are going to share a little bit about their favorites. So let's get in the right order here real quick.
Yeah, we'll go this way. So Drake will be here. Drake. Yep. So you hold the mic there, okay? And then let's have Zella. You guys can face me. Zella, Maddie, for Mercy. Will be here for Mercy. And then we have Kaden and Tenley. Tenley go right here. And then Eden. Aiden. Amelia. Deacon. And Ken. Ken all the way down, but you're gonna be all the way down here.
All right, our very first award winner was our September award winner, and that was our aspiring artist, Drake McMillan, and Drake's going to share a couple things about art class.
Hi, my name is Drake McMillan, and I'm a new student in the third grade classroom. My favorite part about art class was my drawing of a monster.
Our October ultimate champion, and this is from physical education class for putting forth the best effort, was Zella Milburn. Go ahead, Zella.
Hi, my name is Zella Milburn, and I am in Mrs. Watson's first grade classroom. My favorite part about gym class is playing gym attack and throwing balls at others.
Next up is Madison Renner, and she was our October leading literacy learner.
Hi, my name is Madison Renner, and I am in Mrs. Watson's first grade classroom. My favorite part about literacy class is doing all the fun writing activities.
Our November marvelous musician from Mrs. Candle's music class was Remercy Mejia Garcia.
Hi, my name is Remercy Mejia Garcia, and I'm in Mrs. Anderson's first grade classroom. My favorite part about music is playing on the tambourines.
Our November award winner of the Lively Librarian from library class is Caden West.
Hi, my name is Kaden West, and I am in Mrs. Dixon's first grade class. My favorite thing about library is playing a reading game.
One of the monthly award winners is the principal's pick, because I'm always looking for students doing the right thing and working hard. And our November principal's perspective pick was Tenley Dean.
Hi, my name is Tenley Dean, and I
Our November first grade leader of this year was Eden Alt. Our December Kindness Award winner is Hayden Garbrandt.
Hi, my name is Hayden Gilbert. Being with friends.
He is kind by helping his friends. Our December kindergarten leader this year was Amelia O'Hara.
My favorite thing about Kidon is playing outside with my friends at recess.
Our January tremendous technologist is Deacon Western.
Hi, my name is Deacon Weston and I'm in Mrs. Watson's first grade classroom. My favorite part about technology class is playing the game ABC.
And then we're also looking for throughout the month who's earning the most Quaker Pride tickets, which is the tickets that you can earn for your good behavior. And our February Quaker Pride winner was Kent Reinhardt Garcia.
Hi, my name is Kent Reinhardt Garcia and I'm in Mrs. Elliot's kindergarten classroom, and there's one way you can earn a Quaker Pride is being quiet in your seat and your carpet.
Awesome job, guys. And one more thing I do want to highlight is that the York Elementary School received 5 stars on our report card last year, and the stars are earned by overall achievement and gap closing. And we're super excited about this award because 5 stars is a big deal. And we just received a nice banner to hang up at our school from Governor DeWine and the Department of Education and Workforce. So we're definitely proud about that as well. And we have that on display just to show all the hard work that the staff and the teachers put in and day out at York Elementary. So we have a lot to be proud about. And as you can hear, we have a lot of awesome things going on at York School, as well as recess every day. Let's give them one more round of applause.
Thank you so much, everyone. You guys were awesome. Great job. We're definitely proud of all the students that are in our district, and it's really fun to hear from them. This month, we also have many recognitions for some of the incredible things that our students are doing across our district, and Mrs. Wentworth will present those.
All right, I will present part of them. We're going to start with recognize our tremendous speech and debate team. And for that, I'd like to call up the coaches, Coach Chris and Trisha Rhodes. They actually are getting recognized here tonight as well. I want to make sure I get this right. So Coach Chris Rhodes is getting the Donis D. Roberts Coaching Excellent Award. So thank you very much for all your work. And Coach Trisha Rhodes is getting the Superior Distinction Ranking Award. We have several students, members of the speech and debate team, who also have done some pretty spectacular things. And I'm going to turn this over to the coaches and allow them to explain that further.
Before I do, real quick, to all the York students that were out here, excellent public speaking. I have a spot for you on the team. Middle school, you can come see Mrs. Rhodes and she'll bring you over to practice. We have a spot for you. Be up here one day. We are just thrilled to do this today, to recognize our students. Let me say before I begin that our speech and debate team has made history this year. We are sending more students to the national tournament than New Philadelphia sent in 35 years. And they will be headed to Des Moines, Iowa, where they will be competing against students from all 50 states and an additional 7 countries. Over 6,000 students will be there competing. and they will be heading out to be with the best of the best. So let me begin by recognizing them. Oscar Alexander, if you would come up here. Oscar will be representing the Quakers in the congressional debate, the extemporaneous debate. Next, we have Christopher Rhodes. Christopher Rhodes will be representing us in World Schools debate and extemporaneous debates. Next, we have Trinity Bish. Trinity will be representing us in extemporaneous debate. Next, we have Dawson Cole. Dawson will be representing us in extemporaneous debate at the national tournament. In addition to the recognition tonight, I just want to say that each one of these students also is receiving another award from the National Speech and Debate Association. It's called the Speaking of Service Award. That means that they have put in 200 hours of volunteer service this year on top of their academics and on top of competition, which our competition season runs from September through the end of May, and our tournaments run usually 10 to 12 hours a weekend. So on top of that, they're volunteering, doing everything. We have a special one that I want to recognize now. Deidre, if you go ahead and come on up here. Deidre is our president of our team, and Deidre has received the Academic All-American Award.
Let's give them on a break. Now I'd like to ask Mr. Tim Fortney to come up. We have several athletic awards as well, and he's going to recognize those.
I have to commend all you youngsters. Public speaking does get your heart rate going a little bit. So you guys did tremendously well. You'll get to continue to do that throughout the rest of your life. It doesn't bother me because I like to talk, so it's not a problem. And I don't mind if I talk in front of people or not. First of all, I want to say we had a great winter season, a lot of fabulous athletic achievements. But before I say that, just so you know, if you ever get a chance to see a lot of our kids from New Philadelphia, one of the things I talk to my kids about right now is if you ever want to bring your grandkids back to New Philadelphia, we have all sorts of things that we offer here, like speech and debate, choir, music, sports, and whatever you want to be involved with in extracurriculars. And I just think that's awesome for our entire community. So I want to say that I'm not just a sports guy. I think what these guys do is amazing. I got a chance to walk in on a speech and debate one day, and that looked pretty exciting. So I will say, I missed having an opportunity to do that myself. But with that being said, some great accomplishments this winter for sports. And I'm going to start off with one of those right now. Mr. Williams, I'll kind of bother your space there. Our first one is, and I'll read off their awards and then we'll hold our applause here. Colton Slaughter for boys basketball was mentioned, special mention, Division II All-Ohio, first team Ohio Cardinal Conference, first team East District. He was first team District 5. He was in the East-West District 5 All-Star game, of which he was player of the game, by the way. That wasn't on here, but I do recognize that at the end of the day. He also has our career school record and career three-point goals at 200. Again, congratulations to Colton Slaughter. All right, and next we have for girls basketball, we have Ellie Mason. She was special mention Division II All-Ohio, first team Ohio Cardinal Conference, first team East District, and first team District 5. And she does like a million sports, so that's okay. She might not be here tonight. By the way, there was a storm out there when I was on my way in. So there might be a couple of them that don't make it, and that's okay. The next one I want to recognize is one of our coaches. He got the District 5 Assistant Coach of the Year. Does a great job with our kids, Coach Brian Wells, girls basketball. Next, we're going to get into some of our wrestling awards here, and I will go in alphabetical order here. Our first one is Mr. Garrett Dillon Ryan for wrestling. He was first place Division II in the district. He was Division II state qualifier. And get this, he's got a school record for career wins at 146, school record in career pins for 107, and school record for the fastest pin in 7 seconds. I think that one just laid down for him. Next, we have a fourth place for Division II district and also as a Division II state qualifier, Etney Richardson. Here this evening? No? Okay. All right. Next, we have second place Division II district, second place, or was also a Division II state qualifier, and was also first place Ohio Cardinal Conference, Tyler Ulmer.
Quaker State's out.
This one's really special for me. It's kind of a neat thing. We have a fourth place in Division II district, was a Division II state qualifier, and our first female state qualifier, which I think is awesome. One of the fastest growing sports in the state of Ohio, and actually across the nation. And she competed at the district, at the state tournament this year. Easton Miller in girls. And I will say that girl from Steubenville is really scary. I will say that. She had to see her here and down there. I was like, wow, it was amazing. Next, we have for boys swimming, we had first team in the 100 butterfly for the East District and also first team all academic, Alex Heron for boys swimming. Our next award for boys swimming is Kenny Nugent. He was also first team in the 200 backstroke and first team all academic for the East District as well. Our next award is in girls swimming. We had first team East District for the 500 freestyle, McKenna Cole. And also for girls swimming, we have first team in the 50 freestyle, the 100 freestyle, and first team all academic for the East District and girls swimming, McKenna Kreitz. Next, we're going to come on for some awards for our boys bowling team. First of all, I want to say we had a sort of historical team this year, and they qualified for the state tournament for boys bowling, which was really awesome. I got a chance to go to the boys bowling state tournament this year. Just some wonderful accomplishments. We had some school records, but more than anything, we had a great performance. It's just amazing. You got to send them off to go down to the state tournament. I just think that's awesome for Coach Locker and all the kids in the sport that is fast growing as well. So congratulations to all of them. And we'll go ahead and go to some of our team members now. The first one that qualified for Division I state qualifying team, boys bowling, was Mark Katz. Next, we also have a Division I state qualifier in boys bowling, Gabe Fair. Our next boys bowler was also first team Ohio Cardinal Conference and was also a Division I state qualifier, and that's Jack Fair. Our next member for our state qualifying team is Alex Friedoff, who was born. All right, our next member of our state qualifying boys bowling team, Alex Nicely. Nice handshake there, young man. I like it. Next for boys bowling, we got a school record with this one. He had a school record 2-game series of a 531, which is around a 265, 266-ish, something like that. And was also a Division I state qualifying team, Landon LaBiche. Also for boys bowling, state qualifying team, we have Nick Tedesco. And finally, we also want to recognize for bowling our head boys bowling coach, Jeff Walker. We won a district championship, and also he was in charge of our Division I state qualifying team, first ever. Great job. We're also going to come back. We had one slip in here. I wanted to, again, congratulate one of our girls basketball players that got special mention Division II All-Ohio. First team Ohio Cardinal Conference and first team East District and first team District 5, Ellie Mason. Thank you guys, I appreciate that.
We both like to come. Oh, yeah. I get that.
All right, thank you again, everyone, for coming this evening, sharing these incredible accomplishments with our students. We are incredibly proud of them. Thanks for coming, everyone. You are welcome to stay for the rest of our fun meeting if you would like. I know, they always laugh.
No? Nobody wants to say? I know who you are. I kept sitting here looking, going, that's Martin Terry's boy.
Yeah.
Are you the youngest?
I'm the middle. And then Jeremy is the youngest.
An interview once, or we got Jeremy. I didn't remember who it was.
So this is
Which
my
one?
daughter.
Was she up?
Yeah. Yep.
Did a great job.
And then this is my oldest Jackson. So
Hi, Jackson.
in sixth grade.
Looks so much like your dad is. Don't you think he looks like your grandpa?
Almost one.
Guess what? He was young, like, maybe 6 years old. Hung out with your grandma.
Hey, congratulations.
Good friends with him. When you see him, you tell him I said hi, okay? Nice to see you. Great job.
Oh, yeah.
They did wonderful.
They did all. I love these like those categories because it's like, struggling in music but struggling in math, they get called out for it,
I
so
think they did a good job.
they really did.
And I like
Yeah.
your program.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
poor little guy that couldn't talk,
I know.
that was me, right?
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
I was in college and had to stand up for what broke
Broke down.
into tears.
Well, he saw me at lunch. He goes, "Can I come to your office? I want to practice it with you, see how it sounds." And I'm like, then I saw him at the end of the day. And he goes, "I'm trying to get a button on this." I'm like, "It's fine. I'll see it." Yeah.
It happens. Yeah, it happens.
They did a good job though. Yeah.
Good job.
Hey, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Yes.
Right there for me to make again.
Yes, it's so hot. No.
We do do have to get back to our meeting. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Yes, thank you.
Tap that thing, you turn around and went,
What's this going on? That's the place to go.
go.
All right. Hang in here, pin drop.
And it's cooler.
Oh, that's right. Bodies make a lot of heat. I bet you were. I started sweating. I'm like, open this door over here.
Wish you would have. You must not have turned the air in this room.
I can hear, I know air's moving, but I don't know if it's AC air moving.
Half the time they turn the fan on, they forget the heater.
Didn't he just wake up? Can you put that in the minutes? Then he just woke up.
That he arrived.
You could say, I'll take roll call now so we can get Justin done.
Yeah, yes.
Bang it again. Bang it again. I'm just kidding. Congratulations. But he's a slow walker.
Stand out there looking for school.
Turn the heat up.
Figured you were.
This woman here a minute ago, and he walked over there and turned the heat up, didn't she? What? Yeah. Because I'm telling you, she turned the heat up. Amy got cold, turned the heat up.
I told Jeff this summer, and I'm gonna bring, those like fans that with the cool that blow the water.
Tornado was coming, so we knew the breeze would be here soon.
Oh, yes, so here we go.
I was melting.
I will not survive.
I'm like sitting here going, oh my God, get some.
Because
All right.
some ice in it.
Let's go ahead and
Now the room's up to you. Proceed.
No one's here to see Todd.
Sorry. Yay!
Honey, what are you running for?
Board president! Yay! No.
Yeah. All right. We'll continue with our treasurer's report.
Okay.
Those so many people stayed.
Thank you.
Listen.
We have the March financial report, the key indicator, the cash flow, the check register, and the bank reconciliation. All balances are in balance for the month of March. I'm requesting that you approve the student accident insurance through Guaranteed Life Trust. This is a company that we use for our students to sign up for accident insurance. I also have an Omarisa contract to update us from 150 megs to 200. 1.5 gigs to 2 gigs. Sorry. I'm asking for approval for Impact Sandcastle Education for a special ed student at $124 a day. I have a Vincent LLC contract in the amount of $45,1023. And a PSI services contract in the amount of $1647 for TCC. We have funds that we have to pay for TCC, and their contract that we had needed extended. I have FMLA for Lindsay Palmer beginning approximately April 28th. We need an extra student activity budget for track for fiscal year 24 to finish out the year. And then we have the following donations for DC trip sponsors: Dover Moose Lodge at $1,110, New Philly Elks at $250, the Resident Educator Banquet, Tuscarawas Insurance Agency is donated $700, and for special education, the First Church of Nazarene donated a piece of equipment worth $987. And finally, I have the approval of the amended certificate of estimated resources and the amended appropriations for fiscal year 24 because people need additional budgets on their line items.
All right, do I have a motion to approve the treasurer's report?
So moved.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Any questions?
I just wanted to say, I know we had talked about the equipment from the Nazarene. Do you want to say what it is to
It's
everybody?
like a tablet that magnifies words for a visual student, and we'll be able to use it throughout the district.
So just as a mom with a child on a 504 for his vision, I thought that was very cool. And I thought it was really awesome that the church thought of us, had this and donated it. So we have a stellar community.
Anything else? Call the roll?
Mr. Rickliff?
Yes.
Mrs. Schrock?
Yes.
Mr. McMath?
Yes.
Mr. Galantine?
Yes.
Ms. Fontana?
Yes.
Motion carries. Last but not least, I have the addendum that was approved earlier in the meeting. And this is, the first item is a resolution to participate in the bus purchasing program. And this is actually through OMARISA, but it's called the Southwestern Ohio Educational Purchasing Council. And then the approval of 2 buses using the EPC bid.
Do you have a motion to approve the addendum to the agenda?
I'll move.
And a second?
Second.
Julie, what funds are the buses coming out of?
We always purchase 1 bus out of PI and 1 bus out of the general fund.
Okay.
And I have to tell you, I just noticed this should be $236,668. So I'd like to request a correction on that.
I'll make a motion to correct the treasurer's addendum letter Q from 136,668 to 236,668. Is that correct?
I did too. I'll second it.
Sorry about that. Typo.
Any other questions, gang?
Or do we have to make a vote on the amendment and then before we vote for the?
Okay, call the roll on the amendment?
Mr. Rickliff?
Yes.
Mr. McMath?
Yes.
Mr. Galantine?
Yes.
Mrs. Schrock?
Yes.
Ms. Fontana?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Call the roll on the change?
Can I ask who seconded that?
I did.
Mrs.
On the
Mrs. Schrock did.
Yeah. Schrock.
Oh,
Sorry.
You're talking about that one. Yeah, it was, yeah.
Don't we have to do a we have to do another, you have to say now, we want to make a motion to approve the amended amount. Not, we can't go back on the vote that was originally
Isn't
done.
that what you first and I second?
I first and second the change. Now we want to vote on the whole thing that she read, the amended. So they can do the same thing again.
Motion?
Motion, yep. Is there a motion?
So moved.
No, it was definitely. I'll second.
Okay. Call the roll.
Mr. Galantine?
Yes.
Mrs. Schrock?
Yes.
Ms. Fontana?
Yes.
Mr. McMath?
Yes.
Mr. Rickliff?
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you.
Personnel?
All right, personnel items, I want to start, we have a couple additional staff members who turned in retirement notices, and both of them have been with the district for many years. So I want to take a minute and just acknowledge the work and the service that they provided to our Quaker community. That would be Julia Espenschied, a transportation supervisor, and then Tammy Eichel, who has been a food service worker for us. And again, I should have looked up the exact number of years that they've each been here, but it is definitely double digits. They've been here for quite a while. So in addition, we have a handful of resignations, most of which are, about half of them are effective at the end of the school year. I am recommending that we approve the hiring of Johnny Ray as our new transportation supervisor. prorated for the rest of this school year. We have some classified hires as well that are on the agenda. First hire, or those are for next year. First certified hire for next year is a new Spanish teacher for the high school. Our Spanish program continues to be extremely popular with our students, and we have enough students taking Spanish to warrant the hire of another teacher. We are also awarding contracts for next year, continuing contracts, 5-year contracts, 3-year contracts. This is all per the negotiated agreement as to which level of contracts staff members are eligible for. If you go to the next page, we have some 2-year and 1-year contracts as well as listed. We have some new classified hires, some supplemental hires for next year, and some supplemental hires to finish this year. They are all listed. All of those wage amounts are per the negotiated agreement. It goes on to the following page. It is quite a list. Notice at the bottom of that page, then we are starting our summer school hiring, our extended learning, summer learning, we say, not extended learning. So we have some administrative support there. And our speech and language path, I anticipate at our next meeting, we will be hiring the staff members who will be supporting summer learning as well. Finally, we have a bus driver that is coming back as a sub. This is a previous employee, and then a list of volunteers that are going to be supporting the district as well. So if I could have a motion, then we can discuss any of those you have questions on.
So move.
I'll second.
Any questions or comments?
Yes, I'm glad to see Dorothy back. She's a dependable bus driver that we had when I was here originally the first time.
Yes, she has retired maybe a couple times.
Yeah.
Has agreed to come back for us, and we are grateful to have another.
Yes, it's good to have bus drivers, yes.
Anyone else? Call the roll.
Mrs. Schrock?
Yes.
Mr. Ricklick?
Yes.
Mr. McMath?
Yes.
Mr. Galantine?
Yes.
Ms. Fontana?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Are there any committee representative reports this evening? No. Assistant Superintendent's report.
I'm just looking for the approval for QDA and QPA's financial reports for the month.
Do I have a motion to approve QDA, QPA financial reports?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Any questions about them? Call the roll.
Ms. Fontana?
Yes.
Mrs. Schrock?
Yes.
Mr. McMath?
Yes.
Mr. Galantine?
Yes.
Mr. Ricklick?
Yes.
Motion carries.
And it's report.
Okay, I do want to provide a strategic plan update, but I think we'll put this item on the floor and then I will discuss it after we have a motion to approve it. Notice there's a first reading of board policy involving the third grade reading guarantee. That's an update. There's also the second reading of several board policies that needed updated as well. They are listed. Also asking the board to approve the graduation of Corey Ann Taylor. This is a non-traditional student who lives in our district and who has now completed the requirements for graduation. So we provide them with their diplomas when they do that. So if I could have a motion to bring these items to the floor, then I will provide an additional update with our strategic plan.
So move.
I'll second.
All right. I have provided each of you a handout that goes into detail with an update about the progress that we've made on our strategic plan. And I'm happy to speak to each item as much as you would like, but I'm going to start with some general statements first. The board officially approved the strategic plan in January of 2023. So just about a year and a quarter. The plan is made up of 5 goals. Each goal has between 2 and 5 objectives that are sub-goals under that broader area. Of those 17 objectives, all but 3 of them are pretty much done. Now, when I say they are done, I want to clarify in that most of them are something that is ongoing. So we wanted to get to a certain point. That's what the objective was written as, but there are other steps we can continue to take. So since this board has identified these 17 objectives as our plan and our priority for the next 3 years, we're going to continue to take those next steps. Some of the ones that are done will involve ongoing review. For example, Goal 1, Objective 2 had to do with reviewing our physical safety and security measures, making sure our plans and procedures were up to date. We did that. That's an ongoing thing. Even today, I had conversations with a couple of our administrators about some changes and updates that we were going to make sure that we were always keeping that at the forefront. So even though many of these are done as according to the letter of the objective, we are going to continue to focus on them, and many of them have logical next steps. There are several of them where the goal could be met by simply making recommendations to the district to take next steps. We haven't followed through with all of those recommendations yet. So there's certainly work that needs to be done, but I want to just take a minute and acknowledge all the administrators and the teams that they put together to work on these, because the way this was rolled out, every administrator in the district took responsibility to push an objective forward, be the leader of pushing that objective forward, and or be part of the team that's working on that objective. And they have taken those tasks very, very seriously and have made it a priority. And I never expected to be sitting here just about 15 months after it was adopted and be able to tell you that 14 of the 17 objectives have pretty much been met according to the letter of the way that they are written. That's a tribute to the team that I have the privilege of working with. That's a tribute to their hard work, the way that we care for our Quaker community. So I wanted to give a shout out to them and just acknowledge them. I can certainly read this. I can highlight it. There's a lot here. Do we want to just start and see if there are any questions or anything you want me to speak specifically about? Mr. Redwick says, please don't read this.
I think it's well done. And like you said, it's going to be an always changing piece of document that we're going to have the policy that we're going to follow. So it's to a point that I think is very, I should say, very strategically put together. So we have a starting point that we move forward from this point. Before this point, doesn't matter where we are here. This is good. We'll move forward as we see needed. Yes.
It definitely serves, I know for me as a board member, and you and I had this conversation, it's a really good compass. You know, everything can come back to this, just different things that I've had questions on. Oh my gosh, like my answer's on the strategic plan. So I think it's very, very, yeah, very awesome.
Wonderful. Thank you, Mrs. Wentworth.
My pleasure.
Any questions about B, C, or D? Nope. All right, call the roll.
I'm sorry.
Wake up.
How often do we get a non-traditional student?
I would say we get 1 or 2 a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just varies. They have to complete certain requirements, and that's usually through an outside entity. I believe, I would have to refresh my memory. I believe this one went through Stark State to complete the requirements. So when they do that, then they let us know that those things have been done, and then we get to offer them a diploma. So it's a really fun and neat thing we get to do.
Very good. Yes. Good question.
That's all.
That's very good.
Anything else?
That's very good, Amy. Yes.
All right, call the roll.
Mr. Ricklick?
Yes.
Mr. McMath?
Yes.
Mr. Galantine?
Yes.
Mrs. Schrock?
Yes.
Ms. Fontana?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Ooh.
I'd like to say something about this evening. I want to commend the administration, especially the athletic director, for taking note of the weather that was going to happen for tonight, that we'd have put a lot of young athletes in a lot of danger tonight. But by calling that game at 2 o'clock, I really like seeing that we'll err on the safety of our children and our athletes. I want to commend you on that, because I will always err on the air of safety of our children. If parents want to complain about that, they can complain all day to me. I'm going to say, we did the right thing for this instant. You know what, I'm a baseball guy, and we haven't played very many games this year, but I do not want to jeopardize one student ever. And I want to thank you.
Baseball?
Over across the river. Thank you. Thank you.
Tennis tonight. We got it.
Well,
And under the radar.
I want to thank you for that.
Thank you, yeah.
Anybody else have anything? All right, do I have a motion to adjourn?
So move.
Second?
Second.
Call the roll?
Mr. Ricklick?
Yes.
Mrs. Schrock?
Yes.
Mr. McMath?
Yes.
Mr. Galantine?
Yes.
Ms. Fontana?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Very good. Thank you, everyone.